I'm going to have to agree with you. Let's start with Escanaba. I think the most impressive win of last week was the Escanaba Eskimos over Alma. They won their game 42-14. Man, just another dominating performance by Escanaba. The game, it was tied 21-14 entering the half. Coach House, he decided, you know what? We're going to go back to Escanaba football. We're going to just start running the ball. We're going to be physical. And I think they just took it to Alma. I think the Alma wasn't ready for what Escanaba was going to bring to them, and that was a physical style of play. They ran wild against them, and in the end, I just think, Escanaba, they're built for a long playoff run. They're deep. They got big guys. I don't know what they put in the water there in Escanaba, but there's a lot of big guys, and they just got a lot of guys who believe and honestly think that they can make it far and maybe even get to places that maybe the program hasn't seen in a long time.
Yeah, it's definitely exciting to see how deep Escanaba is going into the playoffs. There were some question marks surrounding this team early on in the season, but I think Escanaba has really proven the doubters wrong. They're a strong, physical football team. Like you said, they like to run the ball, but they also have that pass option as well on offense. And for me as well, the defense has been outstanding this year. They've had some great guys step up into some big roles, and yeah, they probably did catch Alma off guard a little bit. I mean, just looking at that score at 42-14, that's pretty emphatic.
Escanaba, 277 rushing yards from scrimmage. You got to give props to that offensive line. Looking back at the game, I think the focus was to get that offensive line, working together to open up those holes for those running backs. I think they did maybe had their best game of the season. Because it was a question mark. Their O-line was a question mark entering the season, but it just seems to me that everything's gelling together at the right time for this team. And I honestly think Escanaba, they hosting this regional matchup, I think they have what it takes to win it, and I'm very excited to see how this game or how the outcome of this game is.
Now let's talk about the home field advantage for the Escanaba Eskimos. They've been undefeated at home all season long. So for this Eskimo football team, home field advantage, it means everything for them.
Right, and let's look ahead now to their opponents, Williamston. This is a team that obviously they're a good team, still being in the playoffs, but just another team that, they have weapons all over on offense. They have a great defense. It's definitely going to be a very challenging game for the Eskimos, but what do you expect this far, or this deep into the playoffs, I should say?
Yeah, and speaking about Williamstown, we spoke with the sports staff over at the Lansing State Journal, and we asked them, what stands out on this football team, and their first immediate answer was their quarterback, Jake Pollock. He's thrown over 2,000 yards and 29 touchdowns in the season alone. So look out for this guy against the Escanaba Eskimos.
Defensively, Nathan Ellenboss, 112 total tackles, 21 tackles for loss, 12 sacks. Got to watch out for this guy. This guy is a game changer. He disrupts the game. He could, ruin the game for any offense. So definitely got to watch out for him as well. This team has 4 losses. All of the losses very close. Coming against really good teams. So this Williamston team's coming. They're hungry, and it's not going to be easy. I still think Esky is going to pull it off.
UP Pride, man.
UP Pride.